The Little Prince. My name is the Little Prince. I live on a very small planet. So small that I only need to move my chair a few steps to see the sunset. One day, I watched the sunset 44 times. When a person is sad, they love to watch the sunset. And at that time, I was so lonely. My most important work every day is to clear the baobab seedlings. If I don't, they will grow and burst the whole planet. I lived alone day after day until one day the wind brought a rose seed. I took care of her carefully, watered her, and shielded her from the wind. Finally, in one early morning, she bloomed. I thought she was incredibly beautiful, but she told me she had just woken up and was not ready for the world. She said she was born with the sun. She became my rose. She made my planet no longer quiet. But I soon found that beneath her beauty, there were thorns that could hurt. She was afraid of the wind and wanted a glass globe. She was afraid of the cold and wanted me to guard her. She used proud words to test my heart. If I hesitated, she would feel unloved. I began to feel tired. Love can be so heavy. I only saw her willfulness, but not the insecurity behind it. I only heard her hurtful words, but did not understand. Her heart was afraid of being abandoned. Before I left, she acted very strong. She told me to take away the glass globe, saying she no longer needed protection. But I saw her petals, trembling slightly. Later I understood. She urged me to leave because she was afraid I would see her tears. At the last moment, she admitted her love and admitted she failed to let me feel it. I was too young then. I didn't know how to love. So, I left my planet. I started to travel. I visited a king who only ruled at the right time. I met a vain man who craved praise even when alone. I met a drunkard who drank to forget. I met a businessman who counted stars to own them. I also met a lamplighter. He was loyal to his duty, but pushed forward by an ever faster pace. Finally, I met a geographer who only recorded eternal things. He refused to record the fleeting flowers. This made me worry. about my rose. Later, I came to Earth. In the desert, I met a snake. It told me that even among people, one can still feel lonely. It said it could help me go back one day. I didn't understand then, but I kept it in my heart. On Earth, I met a fox. It told me it had not been tamed. To tame means to create ties. If I tamed it, it would be the only one in the world to me. The fox said, "Rituals are needed. If I come at 4, then from 3 o'clock, it would feel happy. The air would become gentle, and waiting would become true happiness." That was the first time I understood that waiting is part of love. Later, I saw 5,000 roses looking exactly like mine. But I was no longer confused, because I knew it was the time I spent for her that made her unique. What is essential is invisible to the eye. I decided to go home, back to my planet, back to my rose. The snake kept its promise. The journey was too far. I couldn't take this shell with me. It looks like death, but it is not. Now, when you look at the stars, it feels as if 500 million little bells are ringing. Because on that invisible planet, a boy is watering his rose.